Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, and we have returned for another installment of No Cap November. It's supersized today because we have 1 2/3 brackets for you today. Pretty excited about that. Who knows how long this is going to go? So far, the brackets have been shorter than Das Masters brackets, and that's because of the best of 3 format. Not exactly sure why. What are you saying, Mike? What's wrong with my mic? Too loud? Too loud? Is it too loud? I was clipping a little. Hold on. Why am I clipping? Strange audio. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let's start over. I know. Well, wait a minute. Why is that? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, it sounds like a megaphone.
Yeah, because my mixer fell off. My mixer fell off the my stand, and so it must have hit the button. Anyway, let's start this again. Let's start this again with the proper audio. Okay, ready?
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, and we are back.
I'm just kidding. Hey everybody, it is your old pal Van Dweller, and we are back with another installment of No Cap November. Yes, No Cap November is here, and we've got a supersized edition today because we've got 1 2/3 brackets. And let's show you what is happening today. And yes, the brackets don't seem to be taking as long as even the Das Masters brackets. And it's like, why is that? Well, it's a best of 3 format, and we haven't had any like super deep runs yet, and I'm waiting for that. And I think there's a good chance that we could have that today because of the firepower that we've got in these brackets. The first bracket we're going to do is the blue bracket. Okay, match number 1. It's going to be TRISTOP versus Sodium Overdose. So that's got potential. The second match is going to be Blue SCUTI versus Tommy NTG, and that has some crazy deep potential. And of course, the winners of those will face off against each other. And then pretty much immediately after that, we're going to be finishing up the green bracket. And that will be Alex T versus Dog playing Tetris, the 2 players with the deepest runs ever in Tetris. And then the winner of that versus Dan V Pants. We'll see if Dan V Pants can keep up with either one of those. Probably not. No, I'm kidding. Of course, Dan V has a chance. A very small, tiny. No, he has a huge chance. Of course, we don't know. It's best of 3, so anything can happen. Anyhow, that's what's happening. It's going to be blue bracket first, and then the green bracket. So that is what the order of operations is. And by the way, I don't have the bracket here, but tomorrow we have scheduled the Das Masters finale. And those of you who are like, oh, it's like dragging on way too long, it's taken exactly a month from the first matches to the last matches. So it's exactly a month. So in fact, I guess technically shorter than a month. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow will be Das Masters finale. So check your local listings for that. Anyway, back to the important thing. Today, well, there are 2 brackets. And what are the rules? We need to know what the rules are. Well, this is a 16-player. Oh, look, it looks like the intern updated the slide. Thank you, intern. This is what you get for free labor. 16-player single elimination tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. Players can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether mechanical or electronical. Biological turbo only. Players should not receive any real-time advice. Nobody in your ear or in the room or anywhere else telling you how to play, your opponent's board state, anything. Just you and your mind alone with your game. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. Now remember, this is No Cap November. If you're listening right now, If you're within the sound of my voice and you are playing in this event, turn your line cap off. If you have it turned on and we get to 39 and it starts speeding up, we're no take-backsies, no do-overs. We're not redoing it. That is your problem, so make sure to turn it off. Level 18 starts all the way through, and same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. And it is best of 3 here in round 1 and round 2. Semis, best of 5 with a skunk rule, but we are scheduling those separately with the players, so we may just do away with that skunk rule and do best of 5. I'll consult with the players once we have determined the final 4, but I'm very strongly leaning into doing that really regardless of what they think. No, they will have a little bit of input, but I might do away with that skunk rule for the semifinals, and certainly in the finals there will be no skunk rule, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool which currently stands at $1,244.29. That means that we'll be paying the top 4. First will get 50, second will get 30, third and fourth each get 10% of that prize pool. Now, if you want that prize pool to grow and if you want us to pay more players, well, this is where you come in. We will pay the top 8 if we make it to $2,000. So if we get to $2,000, we will pay the top 8, but right now we're just paying the top 4. So if you want that prize pool to grow, then you can do it, right? Use the Matcherino command in chat right now. In fact, we actually have some contribution codes. So we have 18 claim codes left, and you know all about that. So here's what you do. Use the Matcherino command, click on the link, the first one that says Masters, click on that. It'll open up a web page and bring you to the landing page for this tournament. There'll be a 2-click login. It'll say, oh, how do you log in? You can use Twitch, you can use YouTube. There's a couple other accounts that you can use to log into. You don't even have to make an account. You just have one in virtue of having one of those accounts. Easy. And then you say authorize and you're in. It'll take you back to the landing page. The top right-hand corner will have a button. It's in gold. It says contribute. And then you click on that and you go, oh boy, I would love to kick in $20 for these players, right? That would be amazing. And also below that contribute button, there is a button that says claim code. It's blue. It's free. You just click on it. Matcherino sponsors kick in a little bit into the prize pool as well. You can just go there and do that if you're somebody who's just like, well, I don't have any money. At least go and do that, okay? Anyway, this prize pool does not grow without you, and the players do not keep coming back month after month without the prize pool. So, QED, you must contribute to have these players keep coming back. That's really what it comes down to. And if you want Vandy to keep coming back with monthly Tetris, if you want Vandy to keep coming back with monthly Tetris, then a great way to make that happen is our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris to provide us ongoing monthly regular support. You can actually all front load it and do it all at once for the entire year, so that's pretty convenient. If you're impulsive and you're not sure, you can just do it. Just get over there and do it, okay? Yeah, you want this to continue. I want it to continue. I don't want to go get a job at Sprouts, stocking shelves with Pirates Booty and Catalina Crunch. I want to keep doing Tetris, so if you want that to happen, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. I want to thank those of you who are supporting us. There's only one slash in there. That's weird. We got to fix that URL. But, patreon.com/monthly Tetris will take you there. I want to thank Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tetris, and Tacnerus for contributing at the Mega Masters level. I want to thank Corporal 381 Shall Be Satisfied for contributing at the Masters level, bracket sponsor level, CatKit91, Jay in the window, Troy Dan, Kim S. And of course, I want to thank our Double Sticker Club level members and our community level members as well. Thank you so much for contributing and continuing to make this happen. That one slash, I had not noticed that for months, so I'll have to, it's really annoying me. Anyway, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Let's check in on the players and see where they are at. Are they going right now? Are they not going? What are they doing? Where are they at? What is it? What are we in blue? Blue bracket, is that where we're at? All right. Let's go to the blue bracket and see if they are ready. Let's see, it should be, who is it? TRISTOP? Oh my goodness, TRISTOP versus Sodium. Crazy. Let's refresh their streams, make sure they're going. There's that individual, TRISTOP. Yep, he's going. And Sodium. Sodium is on Sodium Alt, of course. I know that. All right, I'll send you over there, and then we'll fix the cameras. You can watch the live jank as I fix the whole scene here. First off, it's round 1. Okay. And then we must fix the cameras, or you just keep them like all janked up and make it look like, you know, Tetris friendlies. Why not? There he is. Look at that. Look at that guy. Giant, huge TRISTOP. All right. Hey, at least I'm saying your name exactly. See, you know, you get it. All right, TRISTOP gonna go to work. That Sodium is here. All right, look at these two. Look at these two individuals. And we just gotta paint Sodium's wall here. All right, your wall is painted. You are good. Huff should be in the background. Is Huff there? That's crazy. Yeah, they need Huff in the background now. You're right. All right, well, those are the players. Here they are. Sodium reversed. Are you reversed? It might be a little reversed, but let me fix. I don't know. Do we want Sodium reversed? I don't know. I don't make, you know, oh, players need to be facing their pieces. I don't, like, you get it. All right, here, let's flip them. Yeah, we want him facing his normal way. They're so good they don't have to look. That's how good they are. No, they're gonna be facing away. All right, well, I think it is time, 15 minutes in, I think we can get these matches started. So let's go ahead and give these. How is TRISTOP at level 24, but at 830 lines? Mr. Brain does not like the reverse. Well, this is their natural, this is how they are facing. So this is them unreversed, actually. All right, let's give these players some pieces to let them know that we want to start. C06791. Players, do make sure that your line cap is turned off. Do not have it on. If you have it on and you get to 39, don't come crying to me. The pieces are C06791 players. Thank you for the pin, Jasmine. And just so I don't have to hound you, we have 16 codes left. So I went through all that to try to get you to do a code. We still have 16 codes. I know there's at least 250 people watching or so. All right, maybe it's 200, whatever. 220. Do a code, damn it. All right, the pieces are C06791, C06791. Kill screen turned off is what we want. If someone wins with line cap on, it's fine. It's totally fine, but if you lose because of it, then that is your problem. All right, line cap turned off. Players, do they have the same pieces? Let's see, C06791. Yes, they do. And they are both ready. It is the blue bracket of Classic Tetris Monthly. Masters event no cap edition for November. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, they're starting. Amazing. We're starting off with the IJI. Okay. I always double check that just to make sure it really is the same. Thank you, Gilded Lizard, for the Tier 1 subscription. Says, let's get ready to rumble. Thank you, Cousin Avi, by the way. While we were getting the stream started, gifted 5 subscriptions to the Classic Tetris Monthly community here on Twitch. Thank you very much. In fact, it is a community. Believe it or not, you're part of one. I know you resisted for a long time, but you are part of a community. Mr. Brain with the $10 super chat says 321 Tetris. Thank you very much, Mr. Brain. We are getting started. TRISTOP looking to uncover that well. And he's going to get it uncovered. Get a long bar down for the Tetris. 74,000 for him, 93,000 for Sodium. TRISTOP coming in at seed number 4. Scored 5.4 million in our qualifying. It was an average of 1. So that, obviously there's no average of 1, I guess. But, it was your top score in an hour. So TRISTOP got the 5.4 million. Qualify into seed number 4. He's out of the United States. It's weird to say someone's out of the United States. No wonder people don't get English, because that means they're from the United States, but it sounds like they're not in the United States. I guess you could be out of the United States, but also out of the United States. But anyway, TRISTOP with a PB of 3.7 million. Good for third on the leaderboard. Overall is a game crasher. Has been to the finals 3 times, all in 2021. Has he been in more than that? I feel like he's been in more than that, but my stat sheet has that. Has been to the semis an additional 4 times. Been on a tear in 2024, winning the Montreal and Philly regional and finishing in the top 4 in the CTWC this year. Looking for his first Masters event challenge. Will it happen here in No Cap November? I don't know. Maybe it will. On the left side, it is Sodium Overdose qualifying into seed number 13 with a 1.7 million and a little bit of trouble here. He looks to uncover that right side, which is kind of dependent. So this is, oh boy, and then there's a diet of Z pieces here. So many Z's that he's dealing with. Okay, he's going to uncover again, at least bring this down a row or 2. Long bar goes over. That's pretty good. All right, so it looks like he's going to be drilled back down to safety. Just a couple of lines to burn here before he uncovers that right side, and he does, and he gets that Tetris 277 for Sodium, 316 for TRISTOP. Sodium with a PB of 2.1 million. Yeah, has never been in the finals, but he's been in the semis 3 times in 2020 and 2021. Also in that same Canada event in Montreal, he finished in the semi-finals. And he's played in the top, he's played in the CTWC the last 5 years with 3 top 15 finishes. He won the Boston Tea Parody event back in January. And he did win a challenger circuit earlier this year. 33,000 for Sodium, 351 for TRISTOP. For as long as these players have been in CTM and in the Tetris scene, they've only faced each other 2 times in CTM. And they split those matches a game apiece. But that Boston event, Sodium did knock TRISTOP out of that. $370 for Sodium, $446 for TRISTOP. Javanti says yes. TRISTOP got more in his qualifier than Sodium's PB. That is true. 468 for TRISTOP, 376 for Sodium. Also want to let you know we will be tracking rollovers should that become a thing. We do have a rollover tracker right there being flashed on the screen. So when it comes time, if there are rollovers, we will be tracking them. I want matches with multiple rollovers. That would be great. 515 for TRISTOP, 400 for Sodium. Long bar down Sodium. We're just a few lines away from that 19 transition. TRISTOP going to transition in to 19 at 562. Sodium is in at 447, so about 115,000 point lead for TRISTOP. At the transition, we will have 100 lines of that 18 speed. 130 lines of that 18 speed, 100 lines of 19, and then it will transition to level 29 where there'll be no additional speed increases. And so if players can play on that 29 speed, they'll be able to do it as long as they can survive. So that is going to imply that players don't have to be as aggressive in the early rounds. If they've got, an ability to go for a while on that 29 speed, then they can sort of pass up some dicier, situations, be a little bit less aggressive early on because they know they can sort of outlast or try to outlast their opponent in that 29 speed. TRISTOP going to miss that T-spin. He's at 635 on 22. Good pace, 581 for Sodium. This is a best of 3. You see the zeros next to their names. That is the number of matches they won. And we are best of 3 in No Cap November. We've done that the last, really every time we've done No Cap November. This is the first year where I really feel like we could have like multiple huge long chase downs or just not even chase down, but deep kill screen battles. Haven't seen that too much so far this year, so all the best of 3 has done so far has served to shorten the matches. All right, Sodium getting up pretty high on this board and needs to survive. All right, gonna start bringing this down. Again, theoretically, players should be able to pass up some of these more aggressive situations and try not to get into them, but easier said than done. And that right side square for for Sodium. My God, I'm gonna keep doing that. Stop it. All right, Sodium bringing this down, and TRISTOP getting up a little bit high. Long bar over Tetris, 704. That extra oomph for TRISTOP to make sure that B's got over to the right side. Sodium gonna survive this, and we're actually pretty darn close in score for all this. 713 for TRISTOP, 697 for Sodium. So it seems like Sodium was burning forever up near the top, but during that time, TRISTOP was burning too. So Sodium super close. Just 15,000 points behind TRISTOP right now, and we're just 12 lines away from level 29, which I guess now is reverted to a kill screen since it is the ultimate screen, and eventually they'll stop playing. We'll see how long it takes. And Sodium now in the lead, 779 for him, 774 for TRISTOP, and TRISTOP now into 29. Sodium going for that one last Tetris before 29, and he's going to get it. He's got a lot of material on that left to work with, and now he's just going to bring it down. So here's where sort of the game starts. That left side for TRISTOP. He's going to get the bar over. And we'll see what he can do. Oh no, and that left side is cut off for TRISTOP. 792 a top out, and Sodium is good in game number 1. So that's huge for Sodium, because I think, you would think that TRISTOP kind of has the post 29 advantage, and so this is huge for Sodium to win a game here, getting to 29. Sodium obviously no slouch. But on my list, I have Sodium's level PB as 62. Now, maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's not correct. Sodium, what is your level PB, by the way? Because on the leaderboard, it says 62. But 62. It is 62. And, of course, TRISTOP with level 229. So huge for Sodium to win a game here that got to 29. Let's go ahead and give Sodium his point. Oops, I just took TRISTOP 0 away. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. And this is brutal because this is a best of 3. So Sodium now up against it. I mean, not Sodium. I mean, TRISTOP up against it. I'm going to keep messing up their names like over and over. I think it's the TRISTOP Sodium with the S and the D. I gotta stop that. F62356, F62356. I keep saying that. Ayo Pidgeotto, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Says, yes, it is time. Thank you. Okay, let's check the seeds. Make sure they are good. F62356. Now, if I say the wrong name, does that mean that person wins? Like if I say, oh my God, TRISTOP topped out and it's Sodium, does that mean, does my mistake, does my mistake bind the outcome? I don't know. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let us get them started here in game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. BV Cuber says, sorry, I missed the beginning of the stream. What were their qual scores? You can go check all the qualifying scores on this page right here. So, yeah, I think we will. I think there's probably a good case to be made for uncapping. For best of 5ing the semifinals. On the other hand, we expect players who have gotten through the gauntlet maybe to, to go deeper more often. We'll see. This is a very brutal format. And, traditionally we have done best of 3 every time we've done this tournament. All right, Sodium here trying to work out issues on that right side. He's got gaps in the middle, but those middle gaps can be a little pesky because, as you try to uncover them, you have to put pieces like right over them in order to do that. That's why he's avoiding that Z piece, putting it over there in the middle. All right, long bar in. That's going to be a double. So now he's got 3 rows of garbage over the well. And yes, do stay tuned. After this blue bracket, it is going to be the green bracket. So this is where TRISTOP is going to have, some interesting choices here. He is back by a game here in the match. And, he's got to feel like he's got the, I would say, advantage. Provably just from their PBs and the level PBs. He's got to feel like he's got the advantage after 29. And Sodium now in a little bit of trouble. So he's going to have to concentrate through this. Sodium 130 here. Long bar down Tetris. And so does that mean TRISTOP can, kind of take his foot off the gas a bit early? But then again, is that a distraction for the players because they're used to just kind of going for it? And all of a sudden, oh, there's you go. Spin tuck there for TRISTOP with that L. So it's very interesting strategery that is engendered by this format. 204 TRISTOP, 222 Sodium. It looks like TRISTOP's getting this figured out. Now he's got a normal stack with a normal well and a long bar to get a normal Tetris. 229 for TRISTOP. 245 for Sodium after a Tetris. Def Gamer says, if we ever have a double rebirth game, will we ever have another no-cap tournament? I don't know. This could be the last no-cap tournament we ever have. I don't know. Could be. Could also do a hybrid where the early rounds are like, if it's like the first 3, not the early rounds, the early games, the first 3 games of a best of 5 are capped, and then 4 and 5 are uncapped. Could do something like that. Ever consider 19 star for no cap, then you might be able to make it best of 5? Yeah, possibly. 405 for Sodium, 327 for TRISTOP. Tetris TRISTOP 373. There's one down for Sodium. Faster, no capsters. Oh, true. You can use the Faster Masters format, but uncapped, right? How do you do that? Oh, but you can't do same piece sets. That's the problem with starting in Transition Trainer, but no cap. You can't do same pieces. Long bar down, Tetris, TRISTOP 421. There's one into column 2 for Sodium, 462. And another Tetris for Sodium, 486. So up by about 43,000 points. Just about the same line count. Anyone else dropping frames? I haven't dropped any frames from my side, so it might be on your side. My bitrate might be, my bitrate might be a little high though. Tetris TRISTOP 492. There's one Sodium 514 and another one. Now they have the same line count and Sodium up by about 40-something thousand points. So when they've got the same line, Sodium right now ahead by 2 Tetrises. 3 lines away from that that 19 speed increase. Doozy says, what is this check mark? It means you're subscribed to the channel. 584 into 19 for Sodium, 542 for TRISTOP. There's a Tetris for TRISTOP. Sodium trying to bring this down. These are speeds that players can certainly handle as rollers now. All right, TRISTOP going to uncover the well. Oh, kind of a rotten run of pieces here for TRISTOP. Gonna have to put additional weight on that well, but getting it figured out. Yeah, and he's just gonna take that long bar and just get the stack back down to safety. All right, he's taking the burns here. 587 TRISTOP, 694 for Sodium, so about 100,000 point lead for Sodium right now. Tetris TRISTOP 616. Sodium burning a little bit. Oh no, Sodium. That is problem. I think he was trying to buco that in there. But now he's left with a pretty high stack here. So he's going to have to bring this down, building out that left. All right, it looks like this stack now is dealable with. He's bringing this down. Okay. He didn't fall for the fool's line spin setup there. It doesn't work that way. And TRISTOP going to survive and bring the stack back down. 749 after a Tetris, 746. That's going to allow TRISTOP right back in it. So basically tied. Oh, it's Sodium here with another kind of misdrop here with that L piece. A nice bridge burn or roof burn or whatever. Corian thing here, Sodium building it out, getting a Tetris 815, 809 for TRISTOP. He gets a Tetris 841. He's into level 26, and so is Sodium at 847. So Sodium's got a lead of about 6,000 here, one line apart. About 30 lines to go until that 29 transition. That'll be the last transition. And the speed will stay that speed forever and ever and ever and ever. Sodium getting a little aggro here. Long bar, column 9. And the bar not coming. All right, Sodium trying to get this uncovered. Finally gets it uncovered. Takes a single here. Not looking for triples. And he's going to get that Tetris and another one. 956 into 28 for Sodium. 951 TRISTOP. He is set up for a Tetris. Sodium with a good looking board. TRISTOP now Tetris. His board is low and set up. One more Tetris will bring him into 29, but he gets a steady diet of Z pieces. And so now he's just taking some burns here. Long bar in, and he's going to take that triple to bring this stack back down. A35 for TRISTOP, both players with max out. A64 for Sodium. Sodium ahead by one Tetris. And now this is the game here. Post 29 play, Sodium going into, TRISTOP going into kind of check down mode here, kind of singling, doubling, and basically daring Sodium to survive as long as he can. And you can see TRISTOP building out those bars to the left. And that's going to reduce the number of 5 taps that he has to do. Of course, 5 taps notoriously unreliable, even, in today's age of rollers. So they do, if anything he can do to try to reduce the number of 5 taps that he has to do, building out that left with those bars. B18 here for TRISTOP, B12 for Sodium. You can see, yeah, continuing to build that left out and just singling and doubling and just saying, hey, Sodium, if you can go as long as I can, good luck to you. And Sodium is B30 here. He's doing kind of the same thing. Sodium with a level PB of level 62. TRISTOP, of course, with a 225, one of the early game crashers, or one of the game crashers. I guess we're still early because there's only like 10 of them, which I thought there'd be more by now. All right, TRISTOP at B70, Sodium at B60. And this is No Cap November in full display here. And this is kind of, I would say, probably the game theoretically optimal strategy, right? For, especially if you... Well, I mean, it probably is. I mean, just, there's no reason to go super aggressive unless you're trying to, do something about, to your opponent's psychology, really. C17 for TRISTOP, C14 for Sodium. Left side for Sodium needs a bar. He gets the bar over. I mean, since points continue to scale upward, I mean, I'm assuming the equilibrium strategy is just to single and double. And Sodium in a little bit of trouble here. And yes, Sodium is going to top out here at level 40. And TRISTOP is good in game number 2. TRISTOP, you can go ahead and top out because you are good. Level 41 and level 40. We are tied. Oh, whoops. I just gave Sodium the thing. There we go. So it is a decider. Yeah, the rollover counter will appear when rollovers are about to happen. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. Players, and if you do need to take a moment, that is fine. The pieces are 1A431F Sage. Thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription, 23 months. Really appreciate the support. All right, my phone has enough juice for music. Okay. All right, 1A431F. Both players are ready, so it is the deciding game number 3 in No Cap November for TRISTOP and Sodium. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Dewey, thanks for the tier 1 sub, 27 months. Really appreciate that. Let's get the ugly seed checker off the screen. And so you can see there in game 2, TRISTOP kind of modeling really kind of the exact strategy I think that is going to work for a lot of these players who, may be considered to have sort of an advantage post 29 is just get there and then just dare your opponent to keep up with you, right? So if you know you can pretty much go indefinitely and you're a little bit unsure as to your opponent's ability to do that, then that is a thing to do. But, you know, then again, players do have these moments where they just go ham. And so Sodium obviously has the ability. I'm not sure offline, you know, what kind of practice and things that he's doing. But obviously Sodium has the ability to do it. But TRISTOP has more experience doing it. 93,000 apiece through 19 lines as we get underway. In game number 2. Yeah, I was really surprised at how seldom these players have met up in CTM. Just 2 matches, as far as I can find. I mean, it's really shocking to me, you know, for all the months that these players play, that it's like how seldom they end up meeting up. Mr. Brain with the $5 super chat says it's the 3rd reverse decider of the tournament. Wow. I mean, imagine these reverse deciders in a best of 3. All right. Both players getting Tetris is here. 218 for TRISTOP, 234 for Sodium in this deciding game 3. The winner will move on to face the winner of Blue SCUTI versus Tommy NTG. It is best of 3 there, Doozy. Or Doogie. Saw Doogie playing in C-Tech. Was it last weekend? Last weekend? Gravity's Child wants to bring back the dots. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know more anymore. I don't know about any more dots, you know. Like, you don't see regular sports keeping score with little pictograms, or, you know, I guess, you know, they do it with numerals. They don't put, like, you know, oh, like how many points a basketball team has is like little pictures of basketballs or dots or something, you know, like, no. All right, 341 for TRISTOP, 377 for Sodium. The scores for regular sports are unbounded. Okay, but I think, you know, I still think numbers are more, to use a cringy term, grokkable. It's just easier to see what it is. But I will grant you, what is not, you know, what's not easier to see is like it doesn't say 1 out of 3, right? So that's the advantage of the dots, is you can see like how many they have versus how many they need. So I get that. But, you know, just explain it. And we need something to say anyway, so we may as well just have something we can explain. You gotta fill time here. 439 for TRISTOP, 494 for Sodium. Players good and flat, waiting out bars. TRISTOP going to cover before the bar comes. Sodium can use the bar for the Tetris. And Sodi right now with a, I don't know, just about 60-something thousand point lead. All right, Sodium with a covered well, no problem. He's going to uncover. Long bar gets over Tetris. It is TRISTOP as well, 487. So yeah, about a 55,000 point lead for Sodium right now. Ad Thordian Knight says, I think that instead of showing the current game scores at the top, we should have 500,000 little dots. Yeah, I agree. So every point they get, we'll just add a dot. That makes a lot of sense. I think we're gonna work on that. 560 transition score for TRISTOP. Sodium with a 612 and waiting for one more bar to get the Tetris. And now the board's starting to get a little bit high, but the long bar, that long bar almost didn't spin. Sodium was looking over, and that bar spun at like the last millisecond. My word. Tetris, TRISTOP 613. And Sodium here. Okay, he's going to uncover and get that bar. Gets a Tetris. More importantly, brings that stack back down to some measure of safety. Very alarming behavior on Sodium's side, but no problem. We're all good. 723 for him. 666 for TRISTOP. Now, that also could have been, a controller input issue as well. 671 TRISTOP, 752 Sodium. Sodium Tetris is 780, so about 100,000 point lead. All right, stacking well, stacking flat, trying to keep it open. Little mini drought there. Long bar's down. Tetris is 718, TRISTOP 815, Sodium. Oh, that left side for Sodium's going to need a bar, but meanwhile, get that Tetris, bring it back down, and now should be able to access that well easily, and he does. And long bars for each, and Tetris is for each, so still about a 95,000 point lead for Sodium. $935 Sodium, $811 TRISTOP. Oh, nice adjustment there for Sodium with that long bar. That's going to help him shore up this stack a bit. Another long bar down. Tetris, Sodium, 973. Sodium building out that left, waiting for something to fill in there in column 7-8. Gets Tetris ready, gets a Tetris. Max out for Sodium on 26. The max out, of course, the 999,999 points. We still call it the max out, even though it is not the maximum score, mostly out of affection for a bygone era. A77 for Sodium. The A stands for 1 million. And each successive 100,000 points will get additional letters. B for 1.1 million, C for 1.2, etc. Until we get to F, and then after that it rolls back over to 0. So the 0, when it rolls over, is a 1.6 million. We are ready to count those rollovers should it happen. B54 for Sodium. Long bar Tetris into 29. CO2 right now for Sodium. That's a 1.2. TRISTOP with the max out here on 29. Trying to bring this stack back down and go back into singling mode, I think, is what he's going to do. It worked in game number 2. That left side is a problem, but he recovers with the bar on the left. Sodium's got the lead by 200,000 points. And TRISTOP going, well, kind of had a Tetris well set up here, but was just maybe hoping to bring it down all in one fell swoop. But he's just going to burn it down. And now we'll see if Sodium goes back into kind of singling mode, kind of chicken mode. All right. A53 for TRISTOP, C65 for Sodium, so a little over 200,000 point lead. So game 2 was a lot closer. I mean, it was pretty much even the whole way. The tenor of this game will be a little bit different. All right, Sodium gets that triple in. TRISTOP trying to bring this stack back down. All right, he is back down. Trying to build out that left side a bit. DO7 sodium, that's a 1.3, and a B00 just about here for TRISTOP. There it is. That's a 1.1 million, so still about a little over that 200,000 point lead. For sodium, level 36, 20 lines away from where the 39 super kill screen would have been, but this is no cap November, so we will not see that. Players can keep on playing. The last game went level 41 and level 40. And sodium now just a few lines away from that level 39. Tetris here for TRISTOP. Another triple there for TRISTOP. We are now into level 39. TRISTOP cutting into that lead a little bit with that Tetris, but now kind of stacking for Tetris is here, trying to catch up a little bit, maybe. Because he does know, if sodium were to top out, TRISTOP would have to chase this down. Now, maybe trying to have less of a chase down, taking these opportunistic Tetrises when they come. I don't think players are going to pass up on them if the game kind of just feeds them to them. C90 for TRISTOP, sodium at E09. We're into level 41 and now 42, eclipsing the level that we reached. Sodium getting up a little bit high in this board. Oh, the Hags 2 bars on the right side. So it's a top out at E16 for sodium. The chase down is E17 for TRISTOP. Basically now less than 100,000 points to go. So TRISTOP needs to chase down E17. He's like less than 80,000 points to go. He can just single and double this away forever. And that's really, I think, Sodium's plan, really, if you're in the position where your opponent can go deeper than you can. I think your goal is really to build up a lead and then dare them to chase it down when, if and when you do top out. So I think that's probably the adjustment that players should be making. D82 here for TRISTOP, E16 for sodium. Because there are, such things as chase down nerve. Sodium going offline. Either way, I guess it makes sense. So just one more line clear, I think, will do it. Yes, and that is it for TRISTOP with the chase down. Takes 47 levels for TRISTOP to win that one. Great match between these two. GG's to you, Sodium. TRISTOP, you will be moving on. Sodium takes game 1. TRISTOP takes games 2 and 3. So yeah, great game. A great game. All right. Well, we're going to move on to our next one. Sodium, you are, of course, dismissed. Thanks again. Good to have you here. And great games. TRISTOP, don't go far because you'll be playing the winner of the next match. We're going to set that up and we will be back in a moment. We're going to run ads for all you subscribers. What? All right. Let's I should probably report the matches too while I'm at it, right? Imagine doing that. Imagine reporting the matches in real time. Can you imagine? A little lightheaded. 2. Oh, I put 3. 2, 1. Tommy and SCUTI will be starting in a moment. Yes. Why did I see Roblox in the news? Why was Roblox in the news? Was it like it was literally on like the main news? Was it something about parental concerns or something like that? That was weird. All right, let's get these darn players. All right, SCUTI, are you here? Or are you on? Or you're on your alt, right? You're on your alt. All right, I guess. Yeah, I don't have you. Do I have this wrong? Is this wrong? That's the alt, right? Blue underscore SCUTI. I've been kind of refreshing it here. You forgot to click start streaming. LMAO. Kids today. All right, SCUTI is now streaming. You're good. All right, we'll let you watch as I jank up the scene a little bit. These players do their practice. You can flash that. There you go. Complexly. There's your free plug. Those Green brothers can rest easy now. Complexly. I don't really know what it is, but all right, we got to paint SCUTI's room here. Oh, I don't like that color. All right, that'll work. And then Tommy. Get Tommy going here. Paint Tommy's room. It's actually pretty close already. It's fine, Vandy. Hey Games loves eggs says bro has a Cheetos shirt. What the hell? All right, let's get these players their pieces. What's their level PBs? I will tell you when we get to that point. All right, let's get their player. Let's get them their pieces. Here we go. It's going to be 4F, BF, F8. Lots of Fs. Put an F on the screen for this seed. 4F, BF, F8. F's in chat. For FBF F8. All right, so yeah, I think their pieces are good. You always got to check B's and 8s. Players get that wrong all the time. Excuse me. All right, looks like we are ready to go. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. Yes, it is No Cap November between Blue SCUTI and Tommy here in round one of the blue bracket. Let's get them underway and count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Starting off with the OLT. All right, what does OLT stand for in chat? So you got to let us know OLT. Or if you're watching on YouTube, let us know, YouTube VOD there. Let us know what OLT means in the comments. Arbaro says onion, lettuce, and tomato. Excellent. On the left side, it is Blue SCUTI. Certainly, I'm sure, no stranger to most of you here in this chat, but of course, Blue SCUTI was, this is kind of Blue SCUTI's year. The boy who broke Tetris, that first player ever to crash the game by getting it to or past level 155, triggering the game crash, effectively destroying the game late last year. Made worldwide headlines earlier this year. 75,000 for him, 72,000 for Tommy. Blue SCUTI qualifying into this tournament with a 5 million point qualifier. It was just a single top score in 1 hour. That was the qualifying scheme for this tournament. So he got a 5 million. Blue SCUTI's PB with a 12.4 million. Overall fourth now on the leaderboard, which is crazy. Out of the United States of America, he is a 4-time CTM Majors winner. He won, well, he is a winner of Lone Star in July, and he's won the previous 2 Masters events, 192 here for Blue SCUTI, 150 for Tommy. So he won Lone Star in July, he won September and October 2024, and in August and July CTM, he was in the finals against Alex. So I think he's been in the finals of basically our last 6 major events. So certainly SCUTI would have to be considered a favorite here. But overall, 4 victories in CTM Majors event. Trying to go back 3-back. In fact, 2 players this year have already gone back 3-backs. Fractal to start the month off, start the year off. Then Alex T. SCUTI looking to do that again. 286 here for Blue SCUTI, 245 for Tommy. Of course, SCUTI having a pretty good year. Did win that. In addition to those CTM things, he did win the Kansas City Regional. The Stillwater Regional was the second in the DAS CTWC tournament, the Jonas Cup. He's having a pretty good year. That is Blue SCUTI. By the way, his highest PB, highest level achieved is 212. BV Cuber was wondering about that. And then on the right side, we got Tommy, 303 for him, 342 for Blue SCUTI. Tommy qualifying into seed number 12 out of the United States of America. He qualified in with a 1.75. Was his top score in an hour. Has a PB of 4.57. That's good for 17th overall on the leaderboard. Is a CTM Masters event winner all the way back in April of 2021. He has been in the finals only one other time, but that was in Mega Masters of 2023, where Alex T was the winner of that one. 378 here for Tommy. Tommy has never played in a live CTWC. We got to get Tommy out to one of these events one of these days. His level PB 118. So compare that to Blue SCUTI. Blue SCUTI's got a 212. So it would seem that SCUTI's got the advantage, or at least more experience with deeper runs here. That's something to keep an eye on as we get deeper into these games. 389 for Tommy, 504 for Blue SCUTI. Blue Scooty and Tommy have never faced off in CTM. So again, Blue Scooty really only making it to Masters consistently 2024, really. And Tommy been around for a long time, makes it every single month, but they just have not matched up yet. This is the first CTM match between these two. Tetris, Blue Scooty into 19 at 582, 486 into 19 for Tommy. So Scooty ahead by about 95,000 points-ish. There's a Tetris Tommy 513. All right, Tetris down for Blue Scooty, 637, 544 for Tommy. The winner of this match will face off against TRISTOP, who won sort of a, I don't know, that was a pretty exciting match. Of course, it was 2-1. Sodium won that first one. TRISTOP came back and really employed the strategy perfectly, I think, for the player that has the level PB advantage, which is keep it relatively close, but then, dare your opponent to outlast you on 29 just by singling and doubling and surviving. And that was the strategy. We'll see how the strategy sort of develops between these two. I think Scooty plays a lot more competitive volume than Tommy does, and maybe just overall volume. So I think Tommy certainly has those deep kill screen runs in him for sure. I mean, he has 100 and... what was it? 118 as a level PB. Scooty almost twice that. But I think Tommy's got these runs in him, so we'll see how it all develops. 780 for Tommy, 849 for Blue Scooty. And of course, Scooty, the first game crasher, Ron the Sleepy Boy 42 predicts that Scooty is probably going to be the second rebirther. Yeah, I don't know if players are going for that as much, or at least when it's the first, everybody wants to be the first. I don't know that players are making the rebirth attempts as much. And of course, school has started. So during the summer, there's a lot more volume for that. Most of our players school age. Max out here for Blue Scooty on 27. 978 for Tommy. Neo Royalty says, is anyone going for Crash Rebirth? Yeah, I mean, that's really a whole other thing. I mean, it's not just how long can you last, but then you got to start to memorize crash points and exactly how many lines that you have to avoid, a certain kind of line clear, and there's probability involved. So it is an entirely different animal. Blue Scooty, the first one into 29. He's at B33. Tommy's going to Tetris into 29. And that will be terminal velocity here in No Cap November. A71 here for Tommy. He's back by about 72,000 points. Normally, what has become the standard is that level 39 super kill screen where the speed increases, basically unsurvivable at level 39. No Cap is here as sort of a throwback before level 39 had been invented, or at least 39 was always there, but the increase anyway. Yeah, weird. And it had not been invented, so we always went from 38 to 40, and people were like, what if we invented another level in between? B08 for Tommy, B91 for Blue Scooty. So Scooty keeping it low, Tommy keeping it low, trying to feel each other out here. I think the best result for either one of them is just for their opponent to top out, obviously. But I think early on, you just kind of wait it out and see if that happens before you start to do something else. I mean, it makes a lot of sense for the player with the level, sort of the deep advantage to maybe play a little more aggressively so that if they do happen to top out, they do put their opponent in a chase down situation, which, certainly changes the psychology of the game. You can see Tommy is playing singling and doubling because he had an opportunity to try to build out that left side and go for a Tetris and didn't. There was a nice spin there for Tommy. The middle of that stack. B67 for Tommy, C46. SCUTI getting a Tetris DO2, so maybe he's just feels comfortable going for that. Maybe he does want to put a little bit of pressure on Tommy, but he gets a Tetris, and certainly Tetrises will sometimes just force their way in, even if you're just trying to single and double. Like, the best way to stack the pieces in a clean way is sometimes just a Tetris, but I don't think SCUTI going for them. Maybe once in a while you duck in and duck out, see if the game gives you one, and he's going for another one here. Long bar Tetris for blue SCUTI. Is a D78. Tommy's board starting to climb, and so he's going to really need to bring this down. And oh no, he's going to top out. Tommy has topped out at C03, and blue SCUTI is good in game number 1. GG's blue SCUTI. And he is into level 40. He's got the E10, and he's just going to top out. So yeah, 38 and 41. And yeah, interesting. SCUTI did seem to be going for Tetrises. Often sometimes the game will just force you into getting a Tetris, even if you're trying to single out. That just happens. But it did seem like he was doing that. Maybe to just put a little bit of pressure on Tommy. Okay, as an exploit. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. Pieces are going to be 20934A. Thank you, Javanti, for the pin. 20934A. Now, don't forget, TRISTOP will be playing the winner of this match. But then we got a whole other 2/3 of a bracket after that. It will be happening right after this. Let's go ahead and make sure they've got their pieces right. They're getting it going. 20934A, 20934A. The pieces are good. The players are ready. The countdown is happening. And the players will be starting in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, you wonder, was that what SCUTI was trying to do? Maybe put a little bit of that pressure onto Tommy. If you can do it cheaply, if you can do it with little risk, then maybe that makes sense. Just to try to force your opponent into some level of discomfort. But you can definitely see the scores are lower than, when we get to 39, than when we have the level 39 super kill screen. So certainly players are adjusting their play. So those of you who are fans of low-scoring Tetris topping out at level 41, this is your tournament. I do enjoy the cat and mouse game, though. Yeah, thanks, King. The winner of this plays TRISTOP, and then after that, it's going to be Dog versus Alex T, our number 1 and number 2. In terms of overall score and in the level attained. Of course, Dog with that rebirth, rolling over the levels and getting an additional 92 levels after that, I guess. All right, Tetris SCUTI 146, Tommy 163. What is the prize pool at? That is a good, UP Chess, you've really said something there. The prize pool currently stands at $1,246.54. We're only paying the top 4 right now. If we get to 2,000, we will pay our top 8, which I think is important for us to hit that every single month. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Matcherino command to contribute. We still have 9 contribution codes left. Those are free. It's not even a code. It's just You go in there, you sign in, and you don't even have to create a special account. You just sign in with an account you already have. It's like 2-click login, even if you don't have an account. You go to that top right-hand corner and you hit claim code. It's a little button, and then you can be done. So let's at least get those codes done by the end of this match. That's easy. We've got... we have 500 people watching. Or 400 people watching. So you'd think we could find 9 people to click a button out of that. All right, it's happening. I see Ronkley there. Tetris Tommy 290, 310 for Blue SCUTI. JDH, Zelazawi, Tetris Jazz, Ping Minus, Tolstoy. Neto, Andrew Quee, Jack Gregory, Dewey. You're all doing it. Thank you very much. And and while you're there, feel free to kick in, $5 or $6 or 50 or 60. Let's get to that $2,000. No Cap November. If you want to vote for No Cap November and say, yeah, I like this, I want it to keep going, then get that prize pool. 364 for Tommy, 424 for Blue SCUTI after a Tetris. Thank you, Stanislaw, Alfred, Jen, Takneris, Lid LXD. You're all in there redeeming codes. Appreciate it. Neto Jim can't even afford $1 from Brazil. Hey Game says, can we do no next box invisible level 19 cap tournament? Yeah, we will do that. We're going to do that right after this. Yeah, it does remind me, though, we probably should do no cap. Stupid Tetris monthly at some point. That is the goal. To maybe not do it monthly, but bring it back. We haven't done one in a while. I think, 2022 or 2020? It's been a while, but of course, we did do some stupid Tetris monthly mini tournaments at Lone Star. Blue SCUTI was a winner of one of those. I think it was the, God, which one did SCUTI win? I forget. He'll tell us when he gets back in chat here. 564 for Blue SCUTI, 530 for Tommy. Somebody who is there must be in chat, probably remembers which one SCUTI won. The Vitsoff was super fun. Do a 29 dash match for STMC. Guys, Stupid Tetris Monthly is just the name of it. We don't want to do actually stupid modes there, Def Gamer. Like, we want there to be some, competitive interest. We gotta, you gotta walk the line between actually being stupid and then just being, slightly tweaked rule set. 629 for Tommy, 667 for Blue SCUTI. Now into level 20. Tommy back by about 37,000 points. All right, Tetris Tommy, 711. But yeah, the Vitsoff was super fun at that Lone Star. I think Vitsoff has to return. Jasmine will love that. Zelazawi with the $6.42 contribution. Thank you for the 642. 642. Tetris Tommy, 826, 834 for Blue SCUTI. So we're pretty darn close. A few lines separating these two players. And that's really all that I think SCUTI's looking to do here. Keep it close and then put that pressure on Tommy. $10 from Abby Normal. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Abby Normal. $10 into that prize pool. We're up to $1265.29. There's somebody, I'm sure, that wants to contribute $440 to that prize pool. All right, Tommy, with a little bit of a scare as he covers that chasm in the middle of his board, but he's going to take care of it, no problem. Long bar goes in the middle. All right, he's going to get going again here. SCUTI with the max out. He's on 26. SCUTI with the Vits. He gets the Vits and the Tetris. So 2 lines in a row to resolve his Vits and get that Tetris. Tetris Tommy, he's got the max out now. A33. He's on 27. We're both on 27. SCUTI with still about a 40,000 point lead. Tommy gets a Tetris into 28. He's at A73. SCUTI B43. Tommy needs to win this one to stay in. We'll see how they approach level 29. And both players with 1.1s here. SCUTI looking to make it. No, he's not going to try to make it a 1.2. He's just going to take a nice stack going into 29. Tommy's in B19. B92 for Blue SCUTI. $25 from Ronkley. Thank you so much, Ronkley. Very generous. Appreciate that. Into that prize pool. It's going to take us to $12.90. All right, Tommy bringing this down. SCUTI bringing his stack back down. So there was another little scare for Tommy, but looks like he's able to handle it. No problem. B39 for him. C09 for Blue SCUTI. There's a T-spin for Tommy. I always think that's so impressive on 29 speed, those T-spins. B66 Tommy, C30 for SCUTI. So just about that 65,000 point difference, something like that. And you can see players going into singling and doubling mode. That's right, T-spin Tommy. SCUTI set up for a Tetris. He's going to bring it down. Just take that triple. He's trying to get set up again. So maybe again, SCUTI trying to put a little pressure on Tommy just to, not enough where he's going to risk doing, hurting his stack too much, but maybe just trying to extend that lead a little bit. And so it's really Tommy's job here to not get rattled. And he's actually setting up for a Tetris, and he's just going to bring it down. He was set up in column 9, I believe. That left side for Tommy is going to need a bar. Hopefully he can bring this down a couple levels. Now he should be able to access that left. SCUTI sets up for a center well Tetris column 4 D63. So he's up by about 130,000 points. And you can talk theory all you want. What should a player do? But in the end, players got to do what the players got to do. If they feel comfortable going for it, I think they should, go for it. So D95 for SCUTI. EO7 now. C60 for Tommy. So Tommy trying to bring this down. SCUTI set up for a Tetris, taking a triple here for a skim and just skimming it down with triples. And triples not so bad either. I mean, you get a lot of, it's 1/4 of a Tetris. So triples are not the worst in terms of score. It is. All right, talking like Yoda there. E53 for SCUTI. C91 for Tommy. Both players clean. We're past level 39 now. So we are truly no cap. No cap, on God, for real. All right, SCUTI setting up for a Tetris and gets it. F25. He's now up 200,000 points plus. And are we going to need our rollover counter? There's a triple for SCUTI. Now there's a Tetris for SCUTI. He's got the rollover. We're going to bring out our rollover counter now. So the rollover means he's got a 1.6 million. D68 here for Tommy. This is the first rollover, believe it or not, in No Cap November, which it tends to suppress scoring a little bit, so you get rollovers and max outs much later than you do in other formats. So Tommy with the E01, SCUTI with the 1.67. E is 1.4 million, so SCUTI with about a 270,000 point lead. Tommy's board starting to climb a little bit, and a lot bit, and he is going to top out at E10. That is a level 46 for Tommy, and SCUTI is good in game number 2. So the rollover counter has finally been broken out thanks to SCUTI. Tommy, good game there. I mean, you did great. But SCUTI really on top of the Tetris world right now. So that is a tough draw in any tournament, especially going up against the first ever game crasher in a no cap format. That is a tough draw. Tommy, you did great. We'll watch SCUTI mulling it out a little bit. Level 50. I wonder what he's going for. Maybe the 2 million? Yeah, so I wonder to what extent, I mean, because it seemed like, as soon as SCUTI started going for Tetris, is really in both of those games, it was, kind of pressure was put on Tommy a little bit. All right, SCUTI with the 2.2 million. So basically add 1.6 million to this. He's got the 2.3 million. Long bar down. Now, when we have players mullen in any match, we do expect them to be aggro mullins, and we'll continue to watch as it is aggro, and he is going for Tetrises now. Oh boy, is he going to survive this? Oh my word. I mean, this kid. And pieces aren't going to cooperate. Magic Monkey God with the $100 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you so much for that. And Ronkley says, $25 says, there needs to be more no-cap events once. No-cap events once a year is not enough. So thank you so much to Magic Monkey God and Ronkley for your contributions. Thank you. Anyway, that is gonna do it for this match. It's gonna be SCUTI versus TRISTOP. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that up. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's reset the rollover counter. I'm glad we got the rollover counter. I need that more than you do. And all right, we'll go ahead and set that up. Let me report the match 2-0. And we might actually be kind of, on schedule. So that's a good thing. I'm feeling pretty lightheaded today. Just talking a lot. All right, SCUTI 2, Tommy 0, Monkley Tetris. Okay. Here's our bracket. We can take a look at the bracket. See, it should update in a moment. All right, goodbye rollover counter, goodbye points. We gotta put SCUTI on the other side of the screen. Are you serious, man? Look at this guy. All right. All right, we'll watch the jank live while I refresh all the streams and get the camera set up. There you go, Ben. Get all the nameplates. Live jank, everybody. It's why you're here. All right, we got SCUTI. I think I have the same cube. Looks very similar to that. TRISTOP is playing No Blink November. All right, he's trying. He's trying. All right. Well, I guess he got it. Now he's scrambling it again. All right, let's get this all going here. Stanislav says, I'm doing no money November, and so far I'm on track. Nice. All right, I'll thank Suds. I will thank you when we get back to the recorded portion. Oh, I suppose I should change the nameplates too, right? That would be good. And the round. There we go. Did I run an ad? I don't remember. Yeah, I did. Anybody got any good Black Friday deals? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I shopped the Barnes & Noble Criterion Collection sale, but that's about it. There's nothing else I need. I don't know. I got everything I need in life, except for health insurance. So if you want to help with that, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. You should not be 47 and not have health insurance. Just saying. All right, there's TRISTOP getting going here. Yeah, Sue, Turtle, and Tetris. That's it. And and books, of course. All right, players. Once TRISTOP's kind of messing with the controller here. Blue SCUTI will come back as soon as you're both seated. I will give you your pieces. Take a look at how the semis are shaping up. We got Meme against the winner of basically this match, right? So it's either going to be TRISTOP or SCUTI. And then Sidnev against the winner of this green bracket. The green bracket's going to be happening right after this match. It's going to be Alex versus Dog and the winner versus Dan V. What criterions did I get? Oh, God. I pretty much just got the 4Ks. I got Risky Business. I thought that was a fun movie to have on 4K. I'm a huge fan of Albert Brooks, and his movies are starting to come out on 4K on Criterion. So I got Mother and I got Real Life. And, I got Le Samurai with Alain Delon. And I got the Long Good Friday, the one with Bob Hoskins. That's a great movie. So those are the ones I got this year. I can't promise I won't buy some more because I can't resist, but... Yeah, Defending Your Life is one of my top favorite movies. Have I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once? Yeah, I have. All right, let's get these players their pieces. Have I watched Breaking Bad? Yes, I have. But I'm kind of done with shows like that, to be honest. Like, I'll watch any movie. I don't care, like, what the mood, the horrible, you know, somber, depressing, cynical movie. For 2 hours, I can handle it. I don't really want to marinate in that over the, like, every week for five seasons, like, you know, 13 to 20 episodes where I'm just marinating in paranoia, dread, and cynicism. I don't want to do that. So I'm just kind of over that. I'm not watching series like that anymore. I'll watch any movie. But, you know, 2 hours I can handle it, 3 hours, whatever. Don't want to commit to a TV series like that. Pieces are going to be 2A E85D. 2A E85D. It's pretty funny pretty often. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, obviously there's humorous elements in it, but the overall senses of despair and dread and desperation, and I'm just kind of done with it. We have enough of that from from real life. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is round 2. TRISTOP and Blue SCUTI here in No Cap November. This is a best of 3. There is no level 39 super kill screen, so the players can play. If they get to 29 and through it, they can play as long as they want. This one could have some fireworks. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is TRISTOP qualifying into seed number 4 with a 5.4 million. He's in the United States of America. So united, these states. He's got a PB of 13.7. That's good for number 3 overall on the leaderboard. Has yet to win a CTM Masters event. Would love to do it here in No Cap November. Looks like this seed is a little bit goofy so far for these players, judging by their stacks as we get underway. SCUTI gonna uncover here. And TRISTOP finally with a Tetris here. SCUTI's first Tetris as well. TRISTOP has been on a tear this year. He won 2 regional tournaments, including the CTWC Canada in Montreal and the Philadelphia one, and won the or he came into the top 4. Yes, finished in the top 4 in CTWC this year. Of course, he is a game crasher, and who can forget his historic Futures Circuit Championship in June of 2021. TRISTOP has made it into the finals, I believe 3 times. They were all in 2021. So looking to do that again. Mr. Brain says, "Hi Vandy, don't forget to read my message from the previous match." Didn't I read that out loud? Oh my God, I gotta go find it now. Ay. I don't know if I can find it, Mr. Brain. I do the best I can. If you type it in again, I'll read it. 126 here for Blue SCUTI, 150 for TRISTOP. So anyway, that is TRISTOP. He's got a level PB, by the way, of 229. That is 3rd overall. Nice little spin there for Blue SCUTI. And speaking of Blue SCUTI, on that right side, you may know him from, well, any number of things, but of course, most famously, a member of the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame for his accomplishment of being the first player ever to crash the game of Tetris, making worldwide headlines. And he's gone on quite a run. He really is on top of the Tetris world right now. He has won the previous 2 CTM Masters events. He won our Lone Star Championship, and if I'm getting this correct, he finished in our last 6 events. He has been in the finals of all of them. which is pretty amazing. 248 here for Blue Scooty, 256 for TRISTOP. Scooty with a qualifying score this month of 5.015 million. Just behind TRISTOP. He's got a 12.4 million PB. Tetris for Blue Scooty, 278. 283 for TRISTOP. TRISTOP on the left well. Scooty also this year winning the Stillwater Regional, which of course he himself set up. Well, sounds like a conspiracy to me. We need to count those votes. Also came in second in the Jonas Cup, which is CTWC's North American Dash Championship. So having a pretty good year, Tetris wise. I mean, this may be the best year a Tetris player has really ever had, and it's really just that kind of CTWC performance maybe that would have capped it all off. I mean, he didn't do bad, but didn't make it into the top 4 this year. But Scooty, otherwise, I mean, A+ on the year. 422 for Blue Scooty, 386 for TRISTOP. K Lovelace says, why are some players' boards different colors? Well, the players are playing on analog, Nintendo Entertainment Systems from the 80s. And so they have to capture that, right? There's like a video capture that has to be done. And the hardware that you use to capture can differ in terms of the way that it renders or whatever the colors. So that is why. 469 for Blue Scooty, 434 for TRISTOP. That is a good question to answer every once in a while. Tetris Blue Scooty, 516, 457 for TRISTOP. Remember, this is a best of 3. You have all become used to the line cap, the super kill screen that we've implemented on level 39, but for no cap November, we have done away with it. And now players will be able to play, if they can get to 29, they can play as deep as they want, past 29. 588 for Blue Scooty, 533 for TRISTOP. Basically the same line count here on 19. All right, Tetris TRISTOP, 559, 593 for Blue Scooty. This match will determine who goes to the semifinals out of the blue bracket, but don't leave after the match because we've got to finish our green bracket. And that is going to be a banger, right? That's going to be Dog versus Alex T. Number 1 and number 2 on the overall high score leaderboard. And also a rematch of CTWC finals this year. And the winner will be playing Dan V, who somehow made it into round 2. 707 for Blue Scooty. Gonna get a Tetris 736. I'm just kidding, Dan V, of course. 704 for TRISTOP. Dan V is our intrepid YouTube uploader. He does a great job and a winner of a Faster Masters. So 823 for Scooty, 741. Vandy, I did not appreciate the joke you made. Players deserve a dignified introduction. Tetris, TRISTOP, 835, 888 for Blue Scooty. Tetris Scooty, 921, 867 for TRISTOP. Oh, yeah. Also, I wanted to thank Suds 1821 for the $66.60 contribution to the prize pool. Really appreciate that, Suds. Also, again, thanks to Magic Monkey God with the $100 contribution. Ronkley for the $25. Ronkley said, there needs to be more no-cap events. Once a year is not enough. And Ronkley, you're guilty of comma splicing. So get that punctuation looked at, buddy. I think what you meant is to have a semicolon, Ronkley. Actually, a 98 for Blue Scooty. That is a max out. And a Tetris for TRISTOP. TRISTOP is into 29 at A80. Scooty is in at B37. So Scooty with a 50,000 point lead. And here we go. This is going to be a tricky one. These players all capable of, both capable of deep, deep runs. Blue Scooty with a level PB of 212. TRISTOP with a level PB of 229. Both of them are game crashers. This one could go for a while. Line out strats really are the sort of, I haven't done the math, but it seems like they would be the optimal strategy here. Just line out and force your opponent to keep going and kind of wait for an unforced error. B83, Blue Scooty, B35 for TRISTOP, but there is still a psychology to this as well, and so players have to keep that in mind. There is a Tetris for Blue Scooty, C31. That could be what Scooty has in mind here, is try to get a little bit ahead and maybe put some psychological pressure on his opponent. B49 for TRISTOP. His board's starting to climb a little bit. And now needs something for that left side, and I don't know what he's going to be able to do here. He's trying to get pieces left and right and does, but he's going to top out at B54. And Blue Scooty is good in game number 1. What is Faster Masters? That is an annual event that we do where it's an abbreviated kind of thing. It's a 19 start with only 100 lines of 19 and 100 lines of 29. So there's basically 200 lines until super kill screen starting on level 19. We do it once a month. Once a year. Maybe twice a year. Once we did it twice a year when I kind of fell in love with it. But all right, let's get these players some new pieces. 4F982D. TRISTOP says, just setting up the reverse sweep here. 4F982D. Maybe we do stupid Tetris monthly and Faster Masters and No Cap November all in 1 month. As mini tournaments. What if we did that? We just dedicate 1 month to all the stupid modes. And we get them done quick. Oh, and Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears World Championship, of course. 4F982D. 4F982D. Both players have their pieces ready. Let me turn off the seed checker. Let me get that countdown started. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Game number 2, Blue Scooty looking to wrap it up right now. And someone is following TRISTOP, so that is good. If you could refrain from following TRISTOP during this during this match, that would be nice. All right, Tetris TRISTOP 45,000 and a Tetris for Blue Scooty. So starting off with a couple Tetrises here in game number 2. And we're looking for like one really deep run. These players certainly capable of very deep runs. All right, let me refresh one of our players here. All right. We will see what happens if this player comes back. 61,000 here for a TRISTOP. And on our screen, 91,000 for Blue SCUTI. All right, looks like one of our players is offline. So before we continue, we are just going to go ahead and call it. So TRISTOP, you can go ahead and top out. SCUTI's internet is gone, and we'll work to get him back. And we're just gonna restart it here. Yeah, we're just gonna restart. No worries, it's fine. It's early in the match and we can do it. If it's later in the match, we might wait it out a little bit, but early in the match, we can just do it. Go ahead and decrement the first two. Decrement the first two, guys. So it's going to be 3E982D. 3E982D. SCUTI Mom says, I'm sorry for Oklahoma internet. 3E982D. No problem. Things happen. I'm just going to refresh them both, make sure that they're in sync. All right, let's see. Both players. Yeah, feel free to turn that off, TRISTOP. Appreciate it. 3E982D, 3E982D. All right, both players got the pieces. And for real now, that was warm up. It is game number 2 between TRISTOP and Blue SCUTI. TRISTOP needs to win this one to tie it up. SCUTI looking to wrap it up right now. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we're starting off with the SJI. All right, SCUTI with a little bit of a slower start here, but it is early. For those of you watching on YouTube, we had some stream issues in the original game 2, but it just happened within the first like 15 lines of the, or 20 lines of the match, so we just restarted the match. Nice spin there for SCUTI. Long bar down Tetris 52,000, 92,000 for TRISTOP. All right, long bar down, Tetris, TRISTOP. SCUTI with a long bar well, gonna turn it. That is not a Tetris well, that is a triple. He's gonna get it. All right, SCUTI looking to bring this down. TRISTOP's board starting to climb. This is pretty awkward board here. Covers the well just in time for the long bar to come, and able to uncover and get a bar down and another one for the Tetris TRISTOP. 171. Dirty Tetris for Blue SCUTI. So that was scary for TRISTOP. That could have been it right there, but he's able to survive. There's another dirty Tetris SCUTI. 123. Looks like he's going to try to just stay one row off the bottom. Maybe find an efficient kind of down stack here. Tetris SCUTI 147. And the triple for SCUTI. He's just going to burn that down. Yeah, he's not going to mess around with column 9 Tetris. It's like the worst. Tetris TRISTOP 269. 155 for Blue SCUTI. There's another Tetris for SCUTI. Sud says these players are on Sud's pace. All right, TRISTOP looking to uncover. He does. All right, SCUTI trying to uncover that well again. And a long bar goes in and a Tetris. There's one for TRISTOP as well, 316. So TRISTOP up by about 110,000 points. SCUTI has a dirty Tetris set up and gets it. People are saying this is a weird seed. And of course, the seed, for those of you who don't know what that is the pre-selected set of pieces that we give to each player before each game. That is called a seed. Alex T is here, says hi Vandy. Well, hello Alex T. Alex T in chat. He'll be playing Tetris immediately following this match. There's a dirty Tetris for blue SCUTI. He's trying to keep this well open. All right, he's clean now. And he's got the center well Tetris 353, but TRISTOP at 500,000. He's got about 147,000 point lead. And another middle well Tetris there for SCUTI, column 7. SCUTI gonna miss that Z spin. It's not gonna slow him down too much. It's really just all about survival, keeping it close, getting to 29, and players a bit incredulous. They're RNG, a bit trolly. Tetris here, SCUTI 430 into 19, long bar over TRISTOP 573. He's actually set up for another Tetris and gets it into 19 at 597. Right now, TRISTOP ahead by over 140,000 points. All right, Tetris, SCUTI 505, 648, TRISTOP. All right, SCUTI 531. Tetris, TRISTOP 680. He's got a nice lead. Sud says, I wish I could get a 600K when frustrated with the RNG. I know, real. Yeah, this RNG sucks. I only get a 600K. All right, TRISTOP down stacking here. Oh, and he's going to uncover there with the bar in column 9. And another long bar comes for the Tetris, 746, 648 for SCUTI. He gets a Tetris. Closing the gap a little bit. SCUTI back by less than 80,000 points now. There is a Tetris for him, 705. TRISTOP getting set up, 761, 735 for SCUTI. All right, misdrop in the middle of his stack for TRISTOP. He really needs to get that cleaned up and get bars over and bring the stack down. And he is uncovered again. Long bar over Tetris. So TRISTOP going to recover from that pretty easily. 859 still has a lead, but not by much. About 22,000 points. That's a level 18 Tetris separating them. All right, long bar's in. SCUTI ahead by now 11,000 points. That's half of a level 18 Tetris. And SCUTI with a little gap in the stack here, trying to find an efficient way to get rid of that. He's going to cover the well just as the bar comes, and again, but I think he just wants to have a good stack going into 29. He nods in approval. He didn't, finally gets a Tetris, but he's just happy to have a normal stack. 950 for SCUTI. TRISTOP, he's got the max out A32. There's a Tetris TRISTOP A67. There's one SCUTI going to get a Tetris into 29 with the max out A21. And now it is time for level 29. There is no level 39 super kill screen. The players can go as long as they can, daring each other to, speed up, slow down. We'll see how they handle it. We did see previous level 29s phases. SCUTI going for the occasional Tetris. B62 for TRISTOP. He's ahead now by 113,000 points. There is a Tetris for SCUTI at A89. And while it seems like, you might think, oh, it's just easier to line out than it is to go for Tetrises, these players are now used to going for Tetrises in comp anyway as their default mode. So I think there is a little bit of adjustment. Of course, at the very highest echelons of Tetris, these players are comfortable really playing any style. SCUTI's board started to climb a little bit. TRISTOP's board climbing a little bit as well. I'd rather have TRISTOP's right now. And SCUTI trying to dig his way out of this. Oh no, and TRISTOP, the middle, gets a bar over for a double. Needs to bring this down. He's got a lead of 90,000, and I think he's just trying to eke out whatever points he can get or try to bring this down. SCUTI's board starting to climb as well. We'll see if he can bring it down. Their survival from these two players amazing. But that's going to be a top out from TRISTOP at C26. The target for Blue SCUTI, C27. He's at B49. His stack, not ideal. Needs to bring it down. And he is bringing it down. The TRISTOP is not feeling good about this. He sees SCUTI bringing that stack down. It looks like a safe stack, so now it's up to SCUTI to just sort of execute. And he needs another 55,000 points here. B85. Now 40,000 points. And he can go past that 39 now to get it. And he's not taking any chances. He just single. Oh, there's a nice triple CO4. All right, he's officially into 39, so no cap is a factor in this game. And SCUTI is good with the C27, and TRISTOP is out. SCUTI will be moving on to the semi-finals. GG's to TRISTOP. But slightly better GG's to Blue SCUTI. That is a tough one. And tough to run into Blue SCUTI, really. I mean, there's no easy outs in this tournament, but SCUTI especially difficult here. We'll watch him aggro mulling it out. But we've got two more matches, guys. They're going to be green matches. All right, so SCUTI going to take this one 2-0 on Monkley Tetris here. I actually typed Monkley that time. That's weird. Ronkly Tetris. All right, folks. Blue SCUTI is your bracket winner, and you'd think I would have this bracket winner scene set up already, but I don't. It says Sidnev. Boy, Sidnev, man, goodness. All right, let's get we at least have to get the right thing here. Where are you? No, you're not Alex T. Who are you? There you are, Blue SCUTI. There, Blue SCUTI is a winner of the blue bracket. GG's to you. And don't go anywhere because we've got more Tetris than you can handle Coming up, next game is going to be Dog versus Alex T. And then after that, the winner will play Dan v. Pants. All right, let's take a look at our bracket just so you can get a sense of how it's shaping up. Meme versus Scooty, that's going to be huge. And then either Dog, Alex, or Dan V versus Sidnev. So let's figure out that green bracket. I'm going to take a moment and then we will return. All right. Anyway, just give me another 90 seconds, if you don't mind. Players, you can warm up. Alex, you can ignore that DM that I sent you about muting the cam. I was able to do it on my side. So we're all good. All right, yeah, just give me another 90 seconds. I'll be right back. Players, you want to warm up a little bit? I'll be right back. All right. Choose the thumbnail Vandy. What? What's happening? I'm back. Choose the thumbnail Vandy. Clickbait faces. All right, well, I am just about ready. Let's get these players their pieces so we can get underway. What do you mean, Vandy mute fail? Am I muted? I'm not muted. What are you talking about? I'm not mute. Can you hear me? If someone can hear me, can you say, oh, you can hear me. Okay. All right. So I don't know what a mute fail means, but you heard the door slam behind me? Oh, I see. Okay. You heard the headset in the door. Oh my God, crazy. All right, let's get these players their pieces. The pieces are going to be F5, BD, E8. Round 1 is the round, not round 2. You did not hear a toilet flush. How dare you? Oh, is the cam a little delayed? All right, I'll refresh that a little. All right, there we go. Q. Why do you have a Q? What is a Q? Quick tap. Oh, practicing quick taps. All right. Yeah, look at this. Look, you can move pieces without. Look, look at him. He's amazing. I wish you could delay the ninja cam, but that's crazy. I'm gonna refresh this again, but well, see, yeah, Alex is sent me the Ninja Cam link, right? So the if he sent the Ninja Cam to his own scene, it would be synced up, but it's not. Anyway, all right, folks, it is time to resolve the green bracket. We've got two legends of Tetris. It's crazy to see two legendary players still active, still at the top of their games. I mean, what kind of match is this? Alex T versus Dog, classic Tetris monthly Masters event. No cap November. The winner of this will face Dan V. Try not to quake too hard. Let's get them started. Round one matchup, 3-2-1 Tetris. And a brutal round one matchup for Alex T and Dog, two world champions. And this match will have some potential fireworks. K9 watching Tetris, thank you for the 3-2-1 countdown. Bit says, go Dog, go. Yep, Alex T, of course, your reigning Classic Tetris World Champion, 2024 World Champion. And who, by the way, who finished second in that World Championship? Yeah, it was the guy on the right, Dog playing Tetris. Dog himself, a two-time CTWC World Champion, one in the online years. Arguably the most difficult years of CTWC. Everyone played online. There was no barriers, travel barriers, or anything like that. Facing off here in No Cap November, we've got level 39 kill screen. Nope, it's gone. Players can play as long as they want. It is a best of 3. And the winner goes to the top 8. Dan V has already defeated Alan Bot to move to the top 8, so he awaits the winner of this. On the left side, Alex T. Qualifying in with a 6.2 million qualifier. Thank you to Mr. Brain. $10 super chat says, hey, Vandy, can you please read my last 5 messages now? I can't do it. But thank you very, very much for that super chat. Alex T again qualifying into seed number 2 out of the USA, qualified with a 6.245 million. Has got an overall PB score of 16.7. That is good for number 2, was number 1 for a while. And this year he won 3 Masters events in a row. And really the second person this year to do that. Fractal started off this year with 3 wins in a row. Then Alex won 3 in a row. And then we've got TRISTOP. I'm sorry. Then we had Sidnev win her first one. And now Alex, Blue SCUTI has won 2 in a row, trying to go for be the third person to win 3 in a row. 204 for Alex T, 302 for Dog. So Alex won April, May, and July Masters events. He's won 6 overall. He has finished in the finals an additional 5 times and has made it into the semis an additional 10 times. So 21 overall trips to the semifinals. Again, he was your CTWC winner this year. So he's having a good year. On the right side, it is Dog playing Tetris. Your 2-time CTWC World Championship, 377 for him, 298 for Alex T. Dog qualifying in with, I'm going to say, just a 1.575 million into seed number 15. Really just barely making it in, but he did. He's got an overall PB of 29.4 million, which he did in his level PB, which is also the highest level ever achieved. 255 plus an additional 92 levels. He topped out on level 91 after his rebirth, the first ever rebirth. Tetris for Alex T, 412, 429 for Dog. Dog himself has won 8 CTM major events. The last one was July of last year, the Lone Star Championship. He's got 5 additional CTM finals finishes, including September 2024, where he was up against SCUTI. Also an additional 9 semifinals appearances, so 23 semifinals appearances overall between these two players. Like 45 is that what it is? 44 semifinals appearances. It's pretty good. 528 here for Dog. Alex T set up for a dirty Tetris in column 2. And of course, Dog again, second in the Classic Tetris World Championship this year. He has never finished lower than 4th in CTWC, with 2 firsts, a second, and 2 top 4s. And, you know, he was 5th in the Jonas Cup, the DAS North American Championship for CTWC. 600K transition for Dog, 534 for Alex T. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 654 here for Dog on level 2590, now 615 for Alex T. Now, one thing you will notice about Alex T is his camera might be a little out of sync with his gameplay just because of the way we have to capture his camera. Oh God, I missed it. Canine Watching Tetris has gifted 20 subscriptions to the Classic Tetris Monthly community on Twitch. Thank you so much, Canine Watching Tetris. Really appreciate the support. That is amazing. Thank you very, very much for that. Commodore Friday also with a tier 1 sub as well. Thank you so much, Commodore. Appreciate that. 727 for Doug, 724 for Alex T. And yes, do hit like if you're watching this on YouTube live right now. Likes are very important for us. Long bar over at Tetris, Alex T, 758. Now, of course, this is No Cap November. We start on level 18, 130 lines of that, 100 lines of 19. And it transitions to level 29. That's the ultimate speed increase in this format. And then players can just go as long as they want. There is no cap, whether level or time. And you've got the two players here who have some of the deepest runs in Tetris. Of course, Dog with the deepest ever run, getting all the way through to Rebirth. Alex T level 235. So the two deepest runs in Tetris, these players are right here in an uncapped format. Now it is a best of 3 that we put in place to manage that a little bit, but who knows what could happen. 947 for Alex T, and this is definitely a this is not a no cap pace here on 26. This is a good aggressive pace. You will see players sometimes take their foot off the accelerator a little bit in the early rounds because they can chase down really anything in theory if they can go deep on 29. But these players, they are not, they want to go here on 19, and these are not necessarily challenging levels for these two players who are basically 1 and 2 in the world. I mean, to me, these are your two best players going right now, along with SCUTI. But SCUTI is the best in the world. So I don't know. We got 3. These are basically 2 out of your top 3. However you want to rank them, that's up to you. A78 here for Alex. A25 for Dog. 50,000 points separation between these two players. And now that is it. That is the final speed increase. The ranking is up to Premier Pollsters. What is the ranking? That's a ranking. Doesn't mean you have to believe it. But these are definitely 2 out of the top 3, and you almost certainly put, well, you would certainly put SCUTI there as well. B17 for Alex, A60 for Dog. And so this is the tough, like, what do you do here? Both of these players can play for a long time. They can play aggressively at these levels. Aggressive play isn't necessarily rewarded in itself, but it can be sort of something to do psychologically to the other player and try to affect them. B48 for Alex, A82 for Dog. Alex ahead here by 75,000 points. We'll see what he's doing here. I mean, he is building up that left, not just the leftmost column, but several columns here. So that should, minimize the number of 5 taps that he has to do. It also should allow him to sort of backdoor into a lot of Tetris opportunities as well, because he'll have that left side built up a bit. And so might just be like 2 or 3 pieces away from having a plausible Tetris setup on the right side. So now he's built up more on the right side. C10 for him. C11, B38 for Dog. And so we're coming up on that level 39 where we would normally have the super kill screen. Alex in trouble. He's got to burn this down. And he is gonna, looks like he's gonna top out here at C31. So there's a chase down. B65 Dog is at, he needs a C32. Needs to get a C32 to chase this down. He is into level 39. So he's gonna take more than the normal, what's become the normal super kill screen to get there. He's on level 40. C32 is the target. Actually, C31 and any points would do it. Yeah, Alex's camera is a little bit ahead of his capture just because of the way that we had to capture it. So it's a little bit of a spoiler from Alex. So C32 is the target. There's a double. So now just 12,000 points away. And there it is. Dog is good. Level 42 with the C32. Yeah, Alex, if you top out, you just got to pretend you're still playing for like 10 seconds, right? So if you top out, just have a serious face on and just like keep. Remember how were you in the Tetris Effect Connected commercial where they had people pretending to play Tetris? Probably not, because you're probably too young, but they had people like just pretending, like miming with the controller. All right, so Dog is going to take that one. You're too washed. Oh, man. Rip. All right, let's give these players some new pieces. Thank you, K9, for gigantifying an emote. Appreciate that. 617C C9, 617C C9. Oh, look at all those bars. That's a good emote. That's an excellent emote. My God, I want to steal that. But I won't. Because I'm not the Classic Tetris World Championship. If someone else has an emote going, I don't steal it. I don't know about those CTWC guys. They steal emotes all the time. Like this one. He stole my emote. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's just check the seeds, make sure they're good. 617CC9, yes, 617CC9. Let us go ahead and get them started. Game number 2, dog up 2 games to none. This is a best of 3. 3-2-1 Tetris. I'm just saying, I made that GG emote from scratch myself. I literally made it from scratch. They stole it. And they stretched it out a little bit, so because they just so it looked like they didn't. Grand Theft emote, indeed. And I was even a nice guy. Like, I had made a neck and neck emote, but I took the necks from a CTWC broadcast. Like, it was Jeff and Alex's necks. So I took it from their broadcast. But then I said, you know what? That's their IP. I'm gonna remove the emote. So then, of course, Kingsman steals it immediately. And then they steal my emote, my GG emote. They stole it. I don't care. All right, 72,000 here for Alex as we get underway. 92,000 for Doug. You think I should sue them? All right, that's it. We're going to court. You and me, Vince. Yeah, see, Kingsman right there. Jasmine says, yeah, sure. It sounds like you don't care. I actually don't really care. All right, Tetris here for Doug. 139, 141 for Alex T. Who's gifting? Are you coming in here and begging for a gift? No, you can't do that. Nobody give Lord Voldemort a gift sub. That is wrong. It had been around for years before we added one? That's not true. Had it? I made it from scratch. $233 Dog, 200 for Alex T. Tacknerus with the gift sub to Voldemort. That's a different Voldemort. That is not the same Voldemort. But thank you, Tacky, giving it to the wrong Voldemort. See, that's what you get for begging. You get evil people. Is Voldemort a person? I don't even know what Voldemort is, right? Is he a human? I guess so. 283. I'm not really up with the Harry Potter lore. I saw the movies one time because Harry Hung paid me $100 to watch all the movies. 306 for Dog, but I don't remember what everyone is. Tetris Dog, 329, 315 for Alex T. Dewey has gifted a tier 1 sub to Voldy. Thank you, Dewey. See, everyone but the beggar. All right, Tetris Alex T 406, 397 for Dog. There's a Tetris Dog 420. Alex T 475. It's kind of crazy. These players have been around for a million years. I thought I put their competitive history in here. Yeah, recent competitive history. I guess they faced off, yeah, in CTWC this year, Mega Masters. This year they competed in the top 8. Mega Masters 2023, they were in the top 4. And Alex overall in CTM is 5-2 against Dog. So Alex with the advantage in CTM events overall, 5-2. In the finals, though, they are 1-1. Dog beat Alex in June 2021, 3-1. Alex beat Dog 3-2 in April 2024, so just a few months ago. 553 for Dog. Alex 659 into 19. Oh, man, low Voldemort. Oh, man. You're calling me names. 600 transition for Dog, so Alex has the better transition, but still, 600K transitions are always excellent. Dog up 1-0 here, and it is a best of 3, so Alex needs to win this one to stay in the tournament and avoid a round 1 exit. But, you know, an unfortunate kind of... Oh, there's a dirty Tetris Alex. Unfortunate, though, that both these players have to meet in round 1. Of course, that is thanks to Dog's seed 15. I'm not sure the story on that. Normally, you'd expect Dog to be able to get way above a 1.5 million qualifier easily, but... Sometimes these players try to do just enough, you know, like, oh, I just want to barely squeak in. I don't know why. I figured you'd want to like face, you know, lower seeds early, at least lock up some of that top 8 money. But no, Dog's like, no, I'm targeting those top finishers. 867 for Alex, 753 for Dog. Oh, someone's saying he was having controller issues during his qualifier. That makes sense. Imagine having controller issues and getting a 1.5 million. That tells you what level we're at with these players. 815 for Dog. 899 now, 930 for Alex T after a Tetris. Alex is ahead by 6 to 10 lines. Tetris Alex T 993. All right, Tetris for Dog, 943. Alex has the max out on 26. Dog with the Tetris, 975, 6 lines behind, and about, 2.5 Tetrises behind or so. All right, Dog with a little hole in the stack. A couple of them going to work on those. Going to clear them away pretty efficiently. Alex with the 1.1 on 28. Just 6 lines away from 29 speed increase, the last speed increase of our no cap matches. And Alex is in B76. Let's see what he opts to do here. Dog B16. Could potentially get 2 more. Nice adjustment for a dog to make room. And he's just gonna, yeah, okay, he's just gonna go for the one. B56 transition for dog. So mid to high 1.1 transitions for these players. The B means 1.1 million. And then we'll go through C, D, E, F, G, not G. It should be G, but it's really a 0. So C, D, E, F. F will be 1.6 million. We've got a rollover counter here should we need it. Alex trying to figure out the middle of this board here after a minor misdrop. B79 dog, C24 for Alex. And now it's just up to these players to figure how they want to do this. Do they just want to try to line out forever? They both can. Both of these players 1 and 2 on the Lines PB leaderboard. Dog has gotten to and through level 255, looping back around to level 0, called a rebirth. And Alex just about his PB, what? Just about 30 levels shy of that. Oh no, and Alex is going to top out here, C64. So the target for dog is C64 and change, really. So target C65 or C64 and anything is good. And Alex T potentially going out in round 1 is what could happen here. And Dog's placement in the tournament may be upsetting this whole tournament. You would expect this to be like a finals match, but instead it's round 1. So Dog is in singling, doubling mode. And he is just not likely to top out here. And he is good. Dog is good in game number 2 and is going to take this match in a 2-0 sweep. We'll give the kid his score. GG's to you, Alex T. We'll get you, I'm sure this will not be the last tournament that you ever win or don't win or whatever. Well, both probably of those. Yeah, I'm sure you've got more tournaments in you. And we hope to see you again in 2025 because this is the last tournament of the year. All right, so Dog will be moving on. He's seed number 15. He's going to be taking on Dan V. And it's not often that you see Dan V on the left side of the screen and Dog on the right, but that is how it's going to go. We'll set that match up, all right? Alex T showing off, I guess, his quads. I guess bro is lifting. Don't skip leg day, buddy. All right, we'll get that set up. We'll be right back. Oh, and Alex, make sure you turn off your ninja cam so that nobody else can get it. I'm deleting it now, but make sure you turn off your ninja cam. I mean, unless you want to keep streaming, that's up to you, but... All right, folks, we are back. We've got our round 2 matchup. The winner of this is going to go to the semifinals. When the players are ready, I will give them their pieces. So if I see Dan V sitting out here. We're sitting down. What am I saying? I don't even know. I'm like reading and talking at the same time. Don't do that. All right. I'm assuming Dan V is here. Okay, Dan V is here. Let's give Dan V the pieces. The pieces have been delivered. C7A874, Charlie 7 Alpha 874. All right, who are you voting to win? You gotta. Oh, the prediction's over already. Oh no. So where is it? What was the result of the prediction? I never look at the prediction ever. Maybe in the future we could do betting on certain players, but with real money. Oh yeah, I don't want to get in trouble at all. I won't get in trouble. It'll be fine. Oh, Hydrant. Oh, thanks, Hydrant, for that. Oh, what happened? Oh, shoot. My, there we go. My stream manager closed. All right, folks. It looks like we are ready. Dan V with that cursed CT UK cartridge is a total mess. So our seed checker doesn't work, but I guess I can C7A874, C7A874. All right, we are good. Well, we got our number 10 and number 15 seeds. You don't see that very often, but these players will be playing for a spot in the semifinals. Dan V and Dog playing Tetris. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So on that left side, it is Dan V, most famous for, well, what is Dan famous for? I'm not exactly sure. No, he is the YouTube editor and uploader. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now after the fact, you can thank Dan V. And believe me, this guy totally underpaid, but he's overpaid for me because I can't really afford him. He's too expensive even being underpaid. But he's amazing, Dan V. Dan V, also a former CTM Masters event winner. In fact, won a Faster Masters in May of 2023. Coming in at seed number 10, had a qualifier of 2.3 million out of the United Kingdom. A very United Kingdom it is indeed. Has a PB of 3.83 million. That's good for 19 on the leaderboard, or at least when I last looked at the leaderboard. You guys have been, telling me like, oh no, that people have gotten their PBs like since I made the graphics. So I now, in response to viewer feedback, I now only make the graphics the day that the players are first playing in the tournament. So that way the PBs and stats and all that should be more up to date. So I do it the morning of. So that is Dan V. He has played in the last 4 Classic Tetris World Championships, finishing as high as the top 16, which he did in 2022. And as I mentioned, that one Masters event win in Faster Masters in 2023. Also made the semis that year, and he really only has 2 appearances in the semifinals in CTM. Both of them in 2023. One of them a top 4, one of them a win. So looking to make the semifinals for the first time since his win in May 2023. On the right side, it is Dog playing Tetris, coming in at the 15th seed, which is surprising. but qualified in with a 1.5 million. I'm told that he was having controller issues during the qualifier, and to have controller issues and still get a 1.5 and 15 seed in Masters is pretty crazy. In fact, Hydrant in chat informed me that he got 4 1.5s during that qualifying stream. Anyway, Dog out of the United States with a PB, 29.4 million. That is the world record. Also has the world record for level achieved, which he did in his first, in the first, not his first, but it is his, and the world's first rebirth game, right? Looping all the way back through level 255. In fact, got to level 91 after already completing 256 levels of Tetris. 336 for Dan V, 317 for Dog. Of course, Dog, an 8-time winner of CTM major events. His most recent was July of 2023, where he won the Lone Star Championship live in Austin, Texas. And 7 other CTM Masters wins on top of that. Also a winner of a DAS Masters. So we started doing a DAS Masters level tournament. Won DAS Masters in August 2024. And this year at the Lone Star Championship, he finished in the top 4, both in the Open Championship and the DAS Championship. Dog, of course, a 2-time winner in the Classic Tetris World Championship in the online years, 2020 and 2021. 458 for Dog, 498. And was the runner-up this year, going out against Alex T, who he just defeated here to move on in No Cap November. And has never finished below the top 4 in CTWC in the 5 years that he has played. So truly one of the greats of the game. 504 Dog, 544 for Dan V, who is also one of the all-time players of the game. He's certainly a player of all time. No, we love our Dan V. There's a dirty Tetris from Dan V, 590. He's got the lead right now by about 18,000. Three, 2, 1 countdown bits from K9. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, K9. Good time to remind everybody that if you are an Amazon Prime member, you also get a Twitch Prime subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice, and it costs you nothing over and above your Amazon Prime subscription, but it is use it or lose it every single month. So don't lose it, and sometimes use it on us, right? Doesn't have to be every month, but keep us in the rotation. Dog is into 19. He's got a 603 right now. With Dan V ahead by 10 lines and about 66,000 points. And the toast song is on, so the toast emotes are coming out on Twitch. How do I use the Prime subscription? Well, right below the depending on where you are, right below the actual video, you should see a subscribe. And if your Twitch and Amazon accounts are linked, it should give you the option to use a Twitch Prime sub, but you do have to link your accounts. I'm not exactly sure how that goes, but I'm sure there's online documentation about that. 692 for Dog, 732 for Dan V. And at the very least, thank you for asking the question and wanting to do it. Right now, our prize pool stands at $1,456, and if you want that to increase, use the Matcherino command in chat if you're watching live. If we can get to our $2,000 incentive, we can pay the top 8. That means each of these players would make it to the prize pool, regardless of the result here, and that's what we want. 757 for Dan V, 731 for Dog, who's 12 lines behind. Really just one Tetris behind. So this is No Cap November. That means that we do not have the level 39 super kill screen that has become sort of the standard, at least for online, well, I guess really for all competitions. Kind of open classic Tetris competitions. So it's become the standard. But now we're throwing all standards out the window, including standards of commentator quality. I mean, as we do every single month. 923 for Dan V, 864 for Dog. Dog gets a Tetris 895. There's another Tetris, Dan V 956. That means we start on level 18, 130 lines of that, 100 lines of 19 speed, and then another speed increase at 29, and that is terminal velocity in this tournament. Over the years, players have become used to playing at these speeds and have gotten used to being aggressive and squeezing in as much efficiency as they can between 29 and 39, but now all that stuff goes out the window. So you'll see, here we go, max out here for Dog on 27. He's 10 lines behind. Dan V into 29. He's at A80. That's a million. The A standing for the million points. And should we start to roll over the score, which happens at 1.6 million? We do have a rollover counter, so do not despair at having to keep track of rollovers. We'll do it for you. B00 for Dan V. A50 transition from Dog. So I believe that's a higher transition score from Dog, not mistaken. And now it's sort of, this is the very strategic part where players have to decide, am I going to try to go aggressive? Am I going to try to force the other player to make a mistake? Am I going to try to wait him out? Am I going to go aggro and try to, kind of get into their heads a little bit and build up a big lead? Dog, as we mentioned, has gotten, to and through level 255. So we can go for a long time at level 29 speed. Dan V's level PB is level 90. That is 20th overall in the world, at least according to the leaderboard that I saw. That was a Tetris for Dan V, B90. So right now it does appear that, Dog would have the advantage, or at least more experience going deeper in these games. And that will be a factor, or could be a factor anyway. But clearly Dan V very comfortable at these speeds. I'm not sure how often Dan V does line out practice these days. But C17 for him, he's got the lead. B38. Dog in his previous match with Alex T was kind of playing from behind and just kind of waiting for his opponent to top out and then doing chase downs. And it would appear that is what he's going to try to do here again. C35 for Dan V. B61 for Dog. And that is definitely a good strategic choice. I mean, I don't know if Dog is intentionally, being behind at the 29 transition, but certainly it is okay to take your foot off the gas a bit in the early rounds here. Dan V on 39, and while 39 is not a kill screen, Dan V is threatening to make it one, trying to survive here. And he's going to get in through level 40. Okay, so Dan V into level 40. C77. There's a nice triple to bring this down. Looks like Dan V is in a position maybe to survive this. Still trying to bring it down. A couple of rows here. D01 for him. C54 for Dog. Dog is into 39 now. And Dan V bringing this back down. Still a little too high for comfort with these gaps here. That left side kind of a mess, so he's going to have to go back to work. Dog's board getting a little janked up, but should be doable. Dan V trying to eke out whatever points he can. That's going to be a top out for Dan V at D25. The target for Dog, who has a good board, is D26. D26 is the target for Dog. He's just now 24,000 points away from doing that. And I think, Dog's has got a strategy, because it seems to be this is what's happened in every single game that he has played so far. This, just hang around, be there, get to 29, and then wait for your opponent. There it is. Dog is good on level 43 and has taken game number 1. $10 super chat from Mr. Brain. Thank you so much, Mr. Brain. Says, hey, everyone, it's your old pal, Vandy. If you like what you're seeing, please tell me all about it. Thank you, Mr. Brain. Oh, Mr. Brain did a $30 super chat earlier in the tournament. I have an issue with my... Let me try to open it. I usually don't miss them, but it's just because I did things a little bit differently today. Let me set it up and make sure I don't miss it. Anything else that happens. I'm not trying to. It's just... let me pop out this chat and make a browser tab for it. Yeah, my apologies. Usually I've got a fan funding thing right here. Okay. We've got a bunch from Mr. Brain here, and I'm going to read them all out. Let me get these players their pieces, and I'm going to read out every Mr. Brain super chat. Magic Monkey God, thanks for the Prime sub. Made the effort, linked up the accounts, and did the Prime sub. So Magic Monkey God, I appreciate you're doing the work. Mr. Brain. I'm gonna read them all out once we get to the recorded VOD portion. I found them all. Def Gamer says, what is the lowest seed to win a CTM Masters? Because I think Dog will win. Yeah, what is the lowest seed? I'm not sure. The new pieces, guys, are here. B3 4BBB. B3 4B BB. All right, looks like both players are ready. Just check the seeds, make sure we're good. B3 4BBB. We are good. All right, it is game 2. Match point for Dog. Well, he wants to take it right now. Dan V needs to tie this match up if he wants a shot. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And I want to thank Mr. Brain for all the super chats. I think I missed at least a couple of them, so I do want to acknowledge those. And I'm going to read off everything. First, there's a $10 super chat. Mr. Brain says 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Mr. Brain had a $5 super chat. Says it's the third reverse decider of the tournament. Wow. Also, a $10 one says, hey, is this the kid who beat Tetris? I think I saw him on the news touching grass. Mr. Brain with another $10 said, hi, Vandy, don't forget to read my message from the previous match. Dan V with a dirty Tetris as Tetris number 1 in the game. Mr. Brain says, $10. Hey, Vandy, can you please read my last 5 chat messages now? And then Mr. Brain says, $10. Hey, everyone, it's your old pal, Vandy. If you like what you're seeing, please tell me all about it. So, Mr. Brain, we have read off all the messages that I could find. If I missed any besides that, my apologies. They're not showing up. 53,000 for Dan V as we get underway. This is a best of 3 format, so you see the big numbers next to their names. 0 and 1. Those are the number of games they've won in the match. Dog with the 5 below over there in column 6, 7, 8. Always pretty nifty to see that. And Tetris for Dog, 122. Some from previous broadcasts. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't show up in here. If I missed it, I'm not trying to miss it. It's just in the panel that I have, which is the combined panel for both chats. It sometimes scrolls out of view and then it doesn't show me. It doesn't go, it doesn't go back far enough for me to see everything if I missed it, unfortunately. But I always appreciate Mr. Brain and his support of the channel. And even if Mr. Brain weren't supporting the channel, just appreciate his being here. All right, Dan V 136. There is a Tetris 158, 175 for Dog. K9 watching Tetris has gifted another 20 subscriptions to the Classic Tetris Monthly community on Twitch. Thank you so much, K9 watching Tetris. That is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I haven't seen K9 around a lot lately, so I don't know if he's been busy with other things, but we're glad to see him here for No Cap November. And Ari Kayla, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Appreciate that. A Vitz has happened, so Jasmine has been activated. Tacky is gifted 6 months to Weston Gaming. Thank you so much, Tacky, for the 6-month gift to Weston. Really appreciate that. Tetris Dog 256, 261, Dan V. And also, if I didn't thank him before, then thank you, Ping Minus, for the $25 contribution to the prize pool. You guys are, I'm like out of breath reading all these messages of support, so thank you. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. So if you want me to collapse, then keep contributing subs and and super chats, and I will collapse. 319 for Dan V, 305 for Dog. Dog gets that Tetris. All right, Dog, Dan, 2 rows off the bottom. There's a long bar down for Dan. He's got another one set up already. And there is another bar for Dan and another Tetris, 372. K9 watching Tetris has gigantified the Vandy emote for 60 bits. Thank you, K9. K9, have you taken advantage of the Criterion sale? Tetris for Dog, 409, 420 for Dan V. Mari has gifted a fan level membership on YouTube. Thank you, Mari, and the recipient was Great Ocean Disaster Aquariums. Thank you very much, Mari. Appreciate it. 469 here for Dan V into 19. Dog has 2 more Tetrises available. With 6 lines to go. There's one of them. Hello, Jasmine says, this is some suds pace. And there's another Tetris for Dog into 19 at 524. 524 is my birthday. So thank you, Dog. 549 for him. 526 for Dan V. Mari says, get winded. That's funny. 579 for Dan V, 576 for Dog. And I'm wondering, are you guys as excited for Glicked as you were for Barbenheimer? See, I wanted to put that in so there's a dated reference for the future. K9 watching Tetris with the 60 bits, gigantifying the big Vandy face emote. 689 for Dog, 609 for Dan V. So, kind of different here. Dog playing from playing from a score lead. So really, for the first time this broadcast. What's the G in Glicked? Gladiator 2. They're trying to make Glicked happen. All right, 706 for Dan Vive, 758 for Dog. Why was Gladiator so special again? You mean Gladiator, the first one? Why was it special? I don't know. I never watched it, to be honest, but I guess it's like, just dudes. Oh, no, Dog gonna stand up that L piece to make room for the bar, but misses with the bar. It's okay, still low enough. All right, VSA answering the question, why Gladiator? I never saw it, so I don't know. It was special because it was impeccably played and the characters were written intelligently. Okay. I never saw it. I mean, is it better than Spartacus? Because, you'd have to go a long way to do that. Dan is the first one into 29, and he needs to bring this down because he transitioned a little bit high here. I don't know if this is going to be a problem. We'll see if he can bring this down. And he can't get that to the left. He's going to top out at 902, and at the same time, Dog is Tetrising to take the lead. So Dog is good. Dan V with kind of, I would say, an early top out in this format, topping out at the 29 transition. Dog will be moving on to the semifinals. If you want to mullen it out here for a little bit while I set up our little winner camera, that would be fine by me. The 15th seed moving on. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen Gladiator, but I love Spartacus, and that's a movie about, Roman people forced to fight and survive. And I love it. All right. So Dog and a mullen. He wants the max out at least. You got to get that max out, Anyway, thanks again, Dan V, for hanging out. Always a pleasure. One of these days, you're going to break through and get another one, I believe it. All right, we can watch him go over here. All right, Dog, get the first rebirth in comp. How about that? There he is. It's a mullen rebirth. I'm sure it'll count. Anyway, while we're watching Dog here, I can't promise we're going to watch the whole thing, depending on how deep but I don't know. The deeper it goes, and maybe we will watch. I don't know. But while he's doing that, I want to thank everybody who contributed to that prize pool today, including Ping Minus, Suds. Ping Minus with the 25, Suds with the 6660, Magic Monkey God with the $100 contribution, Ronald Clifford Runkley with the $25 contribution. Thank you very much. And Abby Normal with the $10 contribution. Zelazawi also earlier had a $642. Appreciate that. We're up to $1,481.91. So we're just $518.19 away from our $2,000 incentive. And here's what's going to happen, guys. I mean, we're in the semifinals now. We've got them all set. We're going to play them separately. We are not going to play them at the same time as the finals because the finals are definitely going to be best of 5. You want me to update the title to green? It's fine. I mean, it's fine. I forgot that what I was supposed to do is I was supposed to stop the stream and reconnect to the other one on YouTube, and I didn't do that. So they're all playing on the blue stream, but that's fine as long as it's all there. All right, so Dog's still going, and he's just singling out. There's no rollover, right? So we have not even achieved a rollover yet. Dog playing. We're watching. But anyway, yeah, thanks everybody who contributed to that prize pool. Give another thanks to Mr. Brain for your contributions to the, well, I guess super chats. And Mari for the gift sub. Also want to thank Canine watching Tetris for an on-screen celebration. Which was 80 bits. Thank you for that. Thanks for gigantifying various emotes. Zempro as well as Canine. Tacky with gift subs. Canine watching Tetris with 40 gift subs. Amazing Prime sub. Ari Kayla. Magic Monkey God with the Prime sub. Canine with a couple of 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Dewey. Gift sub. Tacky. Gifting a sub to Voldemort. Commodore with a tier 1 sub. Zowie giving out 5 gift subs. Did I get that one before? I'm not sure, but thank you. More Dewey gift subs. Sage with the sub. Ao Pidgeotto. Gilded Lizard. Cousin Avi with 5 gift subs. And thank you all for that. So he's just singling and doubling it out. And we're watching, because I don't know why. We are watching. I guess this goes in the permanent record. I guess I should add the rollover counter to his raw feed. Here we go. We got our rollover counter, guys. Where should we put it? Right here? And put it right there. All right, there's the rollover. Wow, it feels like a true competitive rollover, guys. Whoa, Canine watching Tetris with the 1,000 bits says, go, dog, go. Tacknerus has gifted a tier 1 sub to Vandy Pants Plays. Vandy Pants Plays. Thank you so much, I guess. I don't know whose account that is, but thank you. I mean, listen, guys. I mean, at this point, is it a comp game? I mean, you know, all right. I'll play along. Oh my God, a level 61 in competition. Oh, ooh. The king is here. Level 62. Can you believe it? Oh. If Eric's game counted, surely this does. I mean, you know, it counts. It goes on the list. It's a game that originated in competition, right? I agree. It did. So he's going for it. You're gonna get the second colors in comp. Oh no. Oh no, and he's gonna top out. Oh, dog, wasting everyone's time. All right, he got 588 lines, level 64, one rollover plus 255,000. GG's to you, dog. Anyway, thank you all again so much. There is your winner, dog, playing Tetris. That is your guy right there. So we've got a full semi-bracket palette for you. It's going to be meme versus SCUTI, the 1 versus the 5, and 3 versus 15. Now, we are going to set these up separately. It's possible that the 2 semifinals matches will happen on the same stream, but it's not necessary. We might just do 3 separate broadcasts. I don't know. I'm going to confer with the players and see if they want to do just strict best of 5 since it's going to be separate. That's kind of what I want to do, and I'm going to just see if they're okay with it. You're very down for best of 5. Yeah, I think we should do best of 5 in the semis. Yeah, I think so too. If we were going to do them all in the same stream, then maybe, but since it's going to be a final separate stream, I'm just going to say that's what we're going to do unless a player has a really good reason not to, but it's just one. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Come on, guys. All right. Thank you. Why are the dates in March? Why are the dates in March? I don't know what you're saying, Greg, but do you mean match 13, match 14, match 15? It's because those are the match numbers. Is that what you mean? Yeah, there haven't been any super long games yet so far, so maybe best of 5 will be okay. All right. Anyway, that's the semifinals. We'll let you know as soon as I know something. Here's the other thing that I would like you to know. Is that tomorrow, there's more Tetris. Can you believe it? Let's see if I can do this. Ready? Let's see if this works. Das Masters. Is this going to work? This isn't going to work, is it? There's no way this works. View in page. Bracket depth 2. 1. Let's see if this works. Can you just paste an image directly into OBS? That would be amazing. Ready? Copy. And we'll see if it just works. Ready? Paste. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Tomorrow is Das Masters finale. Now, it's going to start at basically, what time? 1 p.m. Central Time. I believe that is 6 p.m. UTC or whatever that is. In 12, 1800 UTC? No, was it 1900 UTC? Whatever it is. It's 1 p.m. Texas Central Time. It's going to be, check this out, Pixel Andy against Matt Martin. That's the second match, actually. First match is going to be Fractal versus Leo. Second match is going to be Pixel Andy versus Matt Martin. Andy is going for win number 3 to extend the Arteaga dynasty in Das Masters. Matt Martin would love to win this one. Leo is being a total bro and playing at a very inconvenient time. Thank you, Leo. And then Fractal. So, and actually Andy playing at an inconvenient time as well, but we appreciate it. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We will see you tomorrow. And then as soon as we know something about this event that we're watching right now, it'll be in the event. So thanks all for hanging out. Appreciate that. And before we go, as always, want to thank our patrons, Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tetris, Tacnerus, Corporal 381 shall be satisfied, Cacket 91J in the window, Troy Dan Kim S Sticker Club, double Sticker Club level members. Thank you all so very much. Okay, let us go find someone fun to raid. Somebody fun. We got Challengers Red. Oh, Cobra. Oh, Cobra. All right, yeah. Let's raid our own channel. Let's keep it in the family. Monthly Tetris 2. Go ahead and check that out. Fix URL. You got it, buddy. Monthly Tetris 2 Cobra versus I forget who it was, but please go watch it. Please say hello, and love you all to death. Not literally, but emotionally. Yeah, I'll try to. Someone remind me in Vandy chat to generate a new link so that I do that, and to fix the URL so that Joey or Joe can chill out. All right, goodbye, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, YouTube, thanks again. Appreciate the support from you. Mr. Brain, thank you very much for that. And Mark.